Are you ready to stop drowning in data and start driving the future? Welcome to the definitive 2026 guide to organizing data, data warehouse versus data lakehouse. We're tearing down the old walls between messy data lakes and rigid warehouses to build something better. In this journey, we'll turn chaotic data swamps into high-speed gold mines. Whether you need the time travel magic of lakehouses or the vault-like security of the warehouse, you'll learn to master the unified data organism of 2026. Let's stop moving data and start using it. It's time to turn your data into your greatest superpower. Your journey from chaos to convergence starts right now. To understand modern data, we have to go back to the grocery store. Imagine a cash register processing hundreds of small transactions every minute. This is OLTP, online transactional processing. It's built for speed and reliability, handling one row at a time. But when a manager wants to run a complex query, like identifying specific customer trends, running that on the live register would bring the whole line to a halt. This conflict created two incompatible worlds, operational databases and the analytical data warehouse. For years, we used ETL, extract, transform, and load to bridge them. But this created a lag, meaning we were always looking at yesterday's data. Then came the big data explosion of the 2000s. Warehouses couldn't handle the mess of social media and sensor logs, giving birth to the data lake. It was infinite and cheap, but without organization, it quickly turned into a data swamp, a place where data goes in, but insights never come out. Think of a data warehouse as a professional library. Unlike a chaotic pile of books, everything here has a specific place, a strict index, and clear rules. This is what we call a schema. Since the 1970s, the warehouse has spoken one universal language, SQL. It is the gold standard for precision. We organize data using facts, the actual events, like a $50 sale, and dimensions, the context, like who bought it, when, and where. This structure, often arranged in star or snowflake schemas, makes answering complex business questions incredibly fast. But the real strength is the vault approach to security. We can hide entire tables, specific columns, or even mask sensitive emails automatically using row and column level security. It all runs on schema on write, meaning you must define the structure before the data ever enters. It is mature, secure, and built for total control. For a long time, data managers were forced to choose the chaotic flexibility of a lake or the rigid structure of a warehouse. The Data Lakehouse finally says, why not both? It uses delta tables to turn inert files into living datasets. By adding a transaction log, we get ACID properties, guaranteeing that updates are complete, consistent, and safe, even when multiple people are working at once. But the real magic is time travel. Because the system logs every change, you can literally rewind the clock to see what a table looked like last Tuesday. In the Microsoft Fabric ecosystem, everything sits in one lake. Think of it as one drive for your company's data. Whether you use the SQL endpoint for traditional queries or vOrder to automatically shuffle and optimize data for speed, the Lakehouse gives you the librarian's organization with the explorer's freedom. In 2026, choosing between a data warehouse and a lakehouse isn't about finding the best tool. It's about finding the best fit for your team. Think of it as a decision matrix. If your team lives in Python and handles messy, unstructured data for machine learning, the Lakehouse offers the open flexibility you need. But if you require granular, vault-like security for highly structured business reports, the warehouse remains king. While both are incredibly fast at reading data, they have specialized strengths. The Lakehouse is a high-speed engine for ingesting massive raw datasets, while the warehouse is a surgical tool, perfect for frequent updates and small changes. Finally, the mirroring revolution has changed the game. By using Change Data Capture, or CDC, you can now sync your existing external databases into Fabric in near real time with zero coding. It's no longer about building complex pipes. It's about instant, effortless reflection. Let's put this architecture to work in a real-world global retail scenario. It starts in step 1, the raw layer. Messy sales files from thousands of stores, CSVs and JSONs, are ingested easily into the Lakehouse using shortcuts, so data isn't needlessly moved. Next is the engineering layer. Data engineers use Spark notebooks to clean this raw input, fixing typos and standardizing currencies before saving a pristine gold delta table back to the lake. Step 3 is serving that gold data. We move it into the warehouse. Why? To leverage SQL experts and apply strict governance, like row-level security, ensuring a New York manager never sees London's data. Finally, in the consumption layer, Power BI connects via direct lake mode, skipping imports entirely, to provide the CEO with instant dashboards as sales happen at the register. Looking ahead to 2026, these separate boxes converge into a unified organism where you use both the wild lakehouse and governed warehouse together for maximum impact. In this journey, we've traced the evolution of data from a historical split between registers and analysts into the unified ecosystem of 2026. We began with the Great Data Divide, seeing how the need for deep insights created the structured library of the data warehouse. We then explored the Data Lakehouse, which finally merged raw flexibility with the reliability of delta tables and the magic of time travel. We learned that the best choice depends on your team's skills, whether they need Python's freedom or SQL's granular security. We witnessed the mirroring revolution, making data movement nearly instant, and finally walked through a real-world chain, from messy files to secure high-speed dashboards. Ultimately, the wild side and the governed side of data have converged into Microsoft Fabric, a single organism where every byte is organized, protected, and ready to drive your business forward.